So there are two very high-profile criminal cases that have people sharply divided in the suburbs of Boston tonight. They both have at their center victims who died way too young. One of them a police officer, the other a young woman expecting her first baby. Now, the two people who died did not know each other, and their deaths were under very, very different circumstances. But how their cases were handled, and many say covered up, has created a growing community of people who say they are sick and tired of being lied to, and their numbers are growing in size and they're growing in volume. You see some of the protests there. These are the faces of the two cases. One is Karen Reed on the left. You all know about her trial, mistrial, and coming retrial on charges she killed her police officer boyfriend. And the other is Sandra Birchmore, 23 years old and found dead in her apartment back in 2021. Sandra's official cause of death was suicide, but that conclusion is now under considerable doubt. What links these two women together? Well, the tragedies around them happened just a few miles apart, and the police officials accused of cover-ups. They report to the same chain of command, and there could be some striking similarities here. Let me bring in Rob D Amico. He is a retired FBI supervisory special agent. I also want to welcome back to Banfield Melissa Berry. She is not only a friend of the Birchmore family, she also runs a Facebook group called Justice for Sandra Birchmore. It has almost 12,000 active members. Thank you both for coming on. First of all, to you, Rob, do you think it is jumping the gun connecting these two cases? Like, what similarities do you see here?
I see the similarities in the police departments and the district attorney's office. And I see it as a cultural thing up there with most likely a police officer killed her and it was ruled a suicide. And it was overshadowed by everyone just not saying it and going with the suicide when nothing pointed to it. None of the evidence pointed to it. And then when you really started looking at the evidence, it was actually pointing to a cop that did this. And then the district attorney and other law enforcement started just going with that story. And I think on the Karen Reed side, this is a worse story because someone was killed by a police officer. And then Karen was accused of killing her ex-boyfriend, and the investigation was so bad, and there was a whole bunch of other things going on. But it's all the same type police and district attorney that's involved.
Melissa, give me a little bit of the backstory on Sandra. I don't know a ton about the case. When did you start to realize, like, maybe this wasn't what was being portrayed by police?
I saw it on the news that they were doing an internal investigation, and it had actually concluded, and I saw it on the news, and I knew something was wrong the second I saw it. I knew that there was so much more to the story, and it basically dropped off the scene. Nobody was covering it anymore. And then, it slowly has started with the work that we've been doing. It has started to pick up more. Sandra was born in Boston. She grew up in Stoughton. She had a single mother, and unfortunately, a lot of people in her life died within a short period of time, and these men started grooming her at 13. She was assaulted, statutory raped at 15, and then the abuse continued till she passed away and was murdered. So.
It's just awful. Rob, there were 3 police officers that all resigned from the force. Was that because of the connection and what happened with Sandra's case, or what do you know about that?
Sandra's case started it, but when you looked at why some of them were released, Sandra was in the Explorer program, which is for kids to get involved with police officers and kind of learn and maybe get them to want to be police officers. But unfortunately, this department started using it as a grooming for child molestation and other things. So this case brought some other people starting to look at it. And then the police officers resigned because of things that were coming out on the internal investigation. They still haven't charged anyone with murder on this case. But when you look at, like, Robert Devine, he was the deputy chief. He's the one who started this Explorers program, and the other ones were involved, and they were using other children too. So it was one of those things that they ended up just resigning to get out of there. But now we're really looking at a murder case involved.
Do you think?
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.